Okay.
like this,
Okay.
being all hostile.
Uh-huh.
Go get my daughter right now. Go get my daughter right now.
I'm not gonna go. You let my daughter come to.
Don't even lie, y'all. That was so refreshing to hear that police officer be understanding and to be reasonable with her.
If we trespass you and you don't leave the property, you're subject to arrest.
This is where my child live at, man.
That boy on his bike like Debo, y'all. Y'all see him riding around on his bike back there?
Because we live in a world where when it affects a woman, only women are there for women. My oncologist had also informed me that yes, the cancer is derived from pregnancy, but its origination is actually from sperm.
Every accusation that men hurl at women, it's an admission to guilt for men. Like on this first story, I just want to share this. Like, so you guys have heard how women weaponize the police against men and how they use the system to hurt men and all this stuff. I know that that's not true. Like, I know that women can't really weaponize the system against men. Like, it's hard to. I'm not saying they can't, but it's really hard to. So when men say that women do that, I'm just like, nah, that's not really what's going on. What I will say, or what I have recognized though, is men weaponizing the system against women. I've seen a fair amount of men calling the police on women, using the court system to take away children from women when the men don't even care about the baby. They just don't want to pay child support because they don't want to get a woman nothing. So they end up taking full custody and they do, a shittier job than a woman. You know what I'm saying? My logic with this is like this. Men say stuff like, this is how I know men are very problematic in their thinking. They say, if the woman can't afford to pay for the child without the help of the man, then send the baby to the man. I disagree with that. That tells me what the men actually think is going on. They think what they confirm a few things in my mind. One of the things that they confirm is that they know that one of the most important things is money and stability, financial stability in the home, right? Because these are the same men that'll be like, oh, men raise better fathers than mothers, or fathers raise better children than mothers. And I'm like, no, they don't. Absolutely not. And they base it on the outcomes of the kids, likelihood or unlikelihood that they're going to go to prison, get an education, gainful employment, so on and so forth, right? And I'm like, yeah, all of those things really point to financial stability, because if you grow up in a middle-class neighborhood and you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no food insecurity, you have a relative amount of resources to education and help and things of that nature. If you have any type of like setbacks mentally, educationally, and they get addressed, things of that nature, like, you're probably going to end up being like a fairly decent human being. And I'm talking about through the lens of capitalism. Like, you won't go to prison, you'll make some money, you'll rent a home, you'll rent a house, you may buy a house, more than likely not. You will have like a decent car, you will have a decent job. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, right? You grow up in a middle class neighborhood, you're probably going to stay in the middle class, right? So I don't think there's any like rocket science kind of evaluation that needs to take place there. But those are the men they'll say that. They'll be like, oh man, if the woman is broke, send him with the daddy. And I'm like, okay. So like I said, you guys, I'm putting together that you guys understand the importance of money when raising a child, right? But the other thing that I recognize is that you guys don't really care about the welfare of the children. You don't, because you know that you don't pay as much attention to that child as the mother does. You know you're not better with that kid than the mother is. You know you're not. You never were, right? The kid's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old now. Where were you for the first 12 years? You mean now you think all of a sudden, now that y'all broke up, and she can't afford to pay or to keep up with the child's needs, that once the child comes with you, you're going to be a better parent than her? No, you're just going to provide more financial stability, which is very important. Like, literally the difference between life and death, honestly. Like, not like no joke. Financial stability in this country is literally the difference between life and death, especially when we look at what's going on right now, for an example, with this government and how they're not going to be paying SNAP and other social service benefits to women and children and some men, but mainly women and children, right? So now what are they to do? That's crazy to be living and taking care of a child and being dependent on Uncle Sam. Right? This is no shade to the people that are dependent on Uncle Sam. I'm just saying, like, that's scary. That's a volatile situation, more than likely. Living paycheck to paycheck, not having food security. This is not having food security now. If you don't have food security, you don't have housing security. If you don't have housing security, you don't get the resources you need. You probably don't have daycare for the kid. You know what I mean? Like, all of these things matter. And there's like 17,000 different things that are affected by you not having money, right? But that goes to show you that men actually fully understand the importance, of money. So with that being said, why won't the men pay the mother so that they can take care of the child? Now you get the best of both worlds. Doesn't mean you abandon the child. I'm just saying you get the best of both worlds. You get the parent that is best suited to take care of the child. You support the parent financially, the mother in this case. You support the parent financially, and you support them physically by not watching the child, but taking care of the child, showing up, right? They get the best of both worlds. It's as good as it can get outside of being in the home and the man, contributing and all that stuff. That's not what it's about, though. Every single accusation is an admission. Every single time you hear a man talking about weaponizing the system, you talk about anything like that, men raise better, all that type of stuff. It's an admission of guilt. I promise you.
Bring my daughter outside.
Hey, I'm not talking about
I know.
you.
I don't know how to talk to you neither.
So
Period.
he came here
Okay.
like this,
Okay.
being all hostile.
Uh-huh.
Go get my daughter right now. Go get my daughter right now.
I'm not gonna go. You let my daughter come the out the door and then tell her to come back in the house. That's what happened.
Pause.
No, pause nothing. If you're gonna tell something, tell what.
No,
You have my daughter come outside. You want to come out here talking your.
I'm gonna let you talk because he didn't let
I
me
ain't
talk
got to
either.
listen to you.
You're
Period.
not gonna
I ain't got to
listen
listen to you. Because I ain't got to listen to you.
Whatever.
You
So
talking about
then-
you ain't got no rights, no legal rights to my child. Period. Mother, you ain't got no legal rights to my child.
She's the mother, correct?
Cuz, she ain't got no rights to my child, bro. And I'm still gonna come here, trespass what the f ever, because this is where my daughter lay her head at. I got the right to be here. What you talking about, girl?
I'm trying to tell
I
you.
know.
Okay, so real quick, I didn't. There's a part one to this. It gives you a better picture, but I could do it for you guys real quick. So this man used to live in that house, right? That his daughter and his ex lives in. She kicked him out for whatever reason. That's her business. And he pulls up to take his daughter or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He also threatened a woman with taking the daughter and saying like she'll never see her again. Okay. But here's the craziest thing about all of this. So you come over to see your daughter, right? Look in the background, y'all. Y'all see that bike back there? That's what he pulled up on. He didn't even come in a car. He came on a bike. And he threatened to take his daughter away from her. What's she gonna do, sir? Ride on the handlebars? What are you talking? You cannot take care of that child. You can't take care of that child. So he pulls up and he's belligerent, and he going ham, right? And the police, he called the police. That's where we're at. He called the police. It's just so amazing.
I'm trying to tell you what you can do.
What you talking about? And I mean that.
I don't care.
You ain't heard mine.
That's exactly how he came on the porch. Being loud, being aggressive. Go get my daughter right now. Go get her right now. And I was like, wait a minute now. You need to calm down. I'll let her come out here.
Right. It's reasonable that if he's acting like this,
But
you
this
don't
is
have
how
to
he
give him
acts.
permission.
But that's what I'm saying. This is how he acts. This is how he acts. And she said she didn't want to go. He said, I'm taking you from her. I'm taking you from your mom. You're never going to see her again. And she started crying. He said that. And then that's when I told her to come inside because she was crying. And then she came in. She's in here.
Right. So, are you wanting him trespass?
If we can do that, yes, we can trespass him.
So we'll
Yes.
go ahead and do this. We'll go
Okay.
ahead and do that. As far as further on beyond this, My recommendation is you go get an injunction.
Okay.
Because if he's acting like this and he keeps messing with you, it's only going to protect you in the long run. If you
And
get
it's the ongoing battle.
right, and on top of that, if you get an injunction and he's sending us out here to do well-beings check for whatever reason, if there's any underlying causes that he's trying to get a message out to you, it's a violation.
Okay. Okay.
So we're going to try and get this taken care of. And
Tell her to show you black and white documents with a
I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. That was so refreshing to hear that police officer be understanding and be reasonable with her. And I want to highlight that because that's how the police need to be. Police need to start doing that, just straight up and down. That's how you do it right there. That was great. He gave her great advice. He was calm. He's not escalating the situation, even with this fucking idiot who, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, these police officers are doing a great job right now. I'm gonna tell you that they did a great job. They're doing a great job right now.
She got legal custody of my child. That's what the y'all crackers supposed to be doing right now. Tell this
He called them crackers right there.
to show you, man. Tell this you. Tell her to show you black and white that y'all got legal rights to my child. Y'all don't have that, bro.
What?
Y'all don't have that.
What?
Cause that's the whole point.
Have what?
She have to have legal document, black and
In
white.
the state of
Cracker, you
Florida,
ain't telling me.
in the state of Florida,
What you talking
I don't
about,
care
Cracker?
what you
I
can
know.
listen. In the state of
What you
Florida,
talking
the
about?
mother regains all rights to the
You
custody
know
of
the
the
it
child.
since July 1st, 2020.
You have to go get
Yeah, I
a
don't
court
want shit, Cracker.
paternity test.
It's the mother of his child. It's the mother of it's mama's baby's papa's baby. You may not have any legal rights to that baby. She does. She has all the legal rights to that child. It came out of her vagina. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. This is that perpetually online. Like you could tell he read one of them dummies that be talking about you can fight child support and you can win and it's illegal and all of that shit. He fell into one of them rabbit holes and now he just spewing stuff he don't know nothing about. You got to show me plain black and white. Don't nobody got to walk around with documentation that this is their fucking child. Are you stupid or is you dumb? What are you talking about?
Cracker.
You have to get a
No,
court
you fucking don't.
Yes, you do.
In
Read
2024,
the law.
July 21st, July 1st,
July 1st
2024,
of
a man got the same fucking rights as a woman do.
If you get a court
It ain't no court order
paternity
shit. It ain't no court order nothing.
All right, no
Cracker.
problem. Oh, she doesn't want to trespass? No problem. So if we trespass you and you don't leave the property, you're subject to arrest.
This is where my child live at, man. You record me, Cracker, I'm gonna record you too. I know. I ain't gonna get too close to you because I don't want you to shoot me or take me for no reason.
Nah, we don't
I
need
know
to do
y'all
that.
Cracker be wanting to kill him.
Nope.
You itching to do something, Cracker.
You will go to jail. You are now trespassing the property.
That boy on his bike like Debo, y'all. Y'all see him riding around on his bike back there? Get a look at this man. He doing all this in front of. He love his daughter so much. Mind you, the mother let the daughter come out the house at first. I want to make that abundantly clear. Everybody said it. Like he didn't deny it. The daughter came out. He started tripping, and she said, "Get in the house." The nigga tripping. So, yeah, he doing all this in front of his daughter for what?
Go to jail. Who's the owner of the house? You want him physically trespassed from the property? Well, do you want him trespassed though? Okay. Come here, Eddie. Let me talk to you. Get up. Put your hands behind your back.
What you taking me to
Put your
jail
hands
for?
behind your back. Don't even bother.
Going nowhere.
Get off the bike. Get off the bike.
I ain't going nowhere.
Get off the bike. Put your hands behind your back.
What you taking me to jail for?
Abuse of 911.
Abuse of 911.
Yes, sir.
For what?
Because you called 911 multiple times. And I have no reason for 911.
Y'all here.
So now you are under arrest.
So what's the purpose of using 911?
Just want out of the way he's saying.
What's the purpose of using 911? Okay, it don't matter. I'm gonna figure this out.
No problem.
I'm gonna
Here's
figure
the
it out.
thing.
I'm gonna figure it
You
out.
can't call 911 100 times.
I
okay?
didn't call 911 100 times. I'm calling 911 because I'm in fear my
Like
daughter.
we could
Okay.
also
Don't worry
notate
about
the
it.
cat how many times he's called 911 in the last half an hour.
Sir, you hurting me.
Relax. He's not
Sir,
afraid.
he's hurting me, bro.
You're not even
He
doing
hurting me.
anything.
Please, could you please get off me, sir? Could you please, sir? You hurting me, sir.
Hey, relax.
You hurting my arm, sir.
Relax, man.
You hurting my arm.
Okay,
Y'all
relax.
taking me to jail for me calling to check on my daughter, bro?
No, for misusing
Man, no.
911.
Man, you hurting my arm, sir.
All right, relax.
All right, you hurt
That's just another example of gaslighting. Like, if you really think about it, like, oh, why? Oh no, why you doing this, sir? Well, I'm just checking on my daughter. You wasn't just checking on your daughter. You saw your daughter was fine. Your daughter already walked out the house. You saw your daughter already. You came in screaming and hooting and hollering, and look at you. I have no empathy for this man. None. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. God damn it. All that hooting and hollering for what? Because you want to live in a house? You can't live in there. You a dummy. They don't want you in there. You destructive. Look at you. That's why he pulled up. He came on that bike that day just to disturb them people's peace. That's the only reason he pulled up, was to disturb them, to disturb their peace. He didn't do that to see his daughter. He pulled up on a bike. Where was he gonna take his daughter to? The park? Which is okay. You can't get much further than that. You was gonna have what was you gonna do? Put her on a bus? You ain't got a bus pass. You ain't got no money. He looked like he had a wallet on. He had on them. Look, man. Look, let me tell you something. If you riding around in them type of sweats on a bike, you don't got a wallet on you because your wallet's slipping out your pocket. I got on sweats right now. Look, I got on sweats right now. Can't nothing stay in my D. I got my keys and my wallet in my pocket right here. Look right there. The only reason these motherfuckers is here right now is because I'm sitting down in a chair. If I jumped on a bike, all this falling out my pocket. I know that. You can't be on no bike with no wallet. That nigga didn't even have his ID. I just feel so bad for women because, like, it's gonna sound crazy, but women don't really got a choice in who they procreate with. Like, when you really think about it, women don't really have a choice. The reason why women don't have a choice is because I assure you that man didn't act like that before he got that woman pregnant. I will almost guarantee you he didn't act like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, women need to be careful with who but what the fuck? What I don't know what they can do, man. I don't know what women can do. It's crazy.
So I posted a video about how I was diagnosed with cancer from my pregnancy and how just a simple positive pregnancy test was able to catch the cancer early before it had spread. 99% of those comments came from women. And I suspected that would be the case because we live in a world where when it affects a woman, only women are there for women. I'm not asking for men to stand up and just be in the same space with us, but a pregnancy doesn't just take one person. A pregnancy takes two people. I made my awareness video because I wanted more women to live and more women to survive. And if I could have saved a life, God just knows I'm just so happy and so grateful that I was able to do that just through spreading awareness. But I also want to spread awareness about how important it is to choose a partner that you're with. It's a lot that comes with being a woman, and you shouldn't just be with anyone. You shouldn't just put your energy anywhere. I got cancer from pregnancy, and I almost lost my life. That is a possibility that comes with pregnancy. Though it's rare, it's a possibility. I fought my battle alone. I fought my battle enduring abuse. Abuse that I didn't deserve while I was also fighting for my life. My oncologist had also informed me that yes, the cancer is derived from pregnancy, but its origination is actually from sperm. So the father's sperm cell was actually mutated, causing this. My testimony is huge, and I just want to also just let you ladies know that choose wisely who you choose to give children to. Also choose wisely who you choose to be with, because there's a lot of power that comes with being a woman, and there's a lot that you lay on the line when you decide to give your energy to a relationship or to a man, and especially sacrifice your body to bear children. My oncologist told me that there is a huge possibility that if I didn't get pregnant by said person, that this possibly wouldn't have happened to me. So protect yourself, your energy, and don't just be out here giving anybody a baby. Okay? There's a lot that can be at risk with pregnancy, and yeah.
This is the exact reason why yesterday when I was talking to a panel full of men, there's one man in particular, I should say, and he tried to demonize women for getting abortions. And I was like, basically, I was like, yeah, I don't care if a woman gets an abortion. Like, I have zero skin in that game. Like, I can't, I couldn't even begin to tell you how little say so as a man I have in what women do with their bodies, especially as it pertains to having children. I was like, I don't care. And I was he was like trying to demonize women for getting an abortion that just off the rip is already disingenuous and disgusting. But I started talking about not this particular situation, but just the fact that women have to risk their lives. And I asked him a question. I said, give me any scenario, right, where a person is expected to risk their life. Just an average person is just expected to risk their life. And if they don't want to do so, they get demonized for not doing it. Like, just name the scenario. I can't think of anything. If you guys can't put it in the comments, I can't name of anything. I can't think of anything. I can't name any situation where we would be like, where a person would be like, I don't want to do that because I don't want to risk my life. And then people are like, oh, you're so selfish. You're a demon. You're a bad person. Like, I couldn't imagine it. This is exactly why. Like, I don't just this type of example alone. I can go lower than that. Like, just if a woman's like, yeah, I don't want to put my body through that. I understand. Though I'm not a woman, I understand this part about being pregnant, that it puts a lot on your body. I understand that it's like getting into a fucking car accident. I understand it takes your body years, if ever, but years to heal up. I understand that you lose a part of your brain if you have a boy. Like, I understand all types of shit about pregnancy that I don't have to experience for myself, but makes me 100% favor women's ability to choose whether to get pregnant, stay pregnant, or not be pregnant anymore. Like, I don't care. Whatever they want to do, that's their choice. And all I was telling this man was you should shut the fuck up and come sit with me over here on the sideline and let women have that discussion. And this man told me that the only people that should be involved in the choice is the man and the woman. And I said, no, the only people that should be involved in the choice is the doctor and the woman. The man, I was like, what do you know about a woman's body? Why would you need to be involved? I'm not understanding that at all. You don't know shit. You don't know what a luteal phase is. You don't know how babies are formed in the womb. You don't know what trimester brings on what symptom. Like, you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. So shut the fuck up. Stop it. Let them talk to their OBGYNs and let the women decide. I'll be damned if I put any pressure on a woman to have a baby. That's so crazy to me, to ask a woman to risk her life. It's just really wild. Like, it's really like mind blowing. I don't understand it. But yeah, these men, like she said, women got to be careful who they choose. But how can they be careful when the man is masking and lying the whole time?